a flying fuck.
Okay. Editing. Editing. Let's do it.
I want Son reacting to that. If he does, if White Boy's got the balls.
For sure. So no, that was not even a part of my in my imagination. Where I was going was like, how the hell do I, get away from this guy? How do I get, do I bolt from the car and hide behind other cars? My instincts were just to get as far away as possible. You don't fight something like that.
Okay. I guessed as much, but I thought it'd be interesting to ask.
Yeah.
I've heard it's also the same for like someone with a knife, etc. It's just like nope.
Yeah, I mean typically
knife, etc. It's just like nope.
I'm a big fan of George Carlin, and I'm pretty much have most of his politics.
The situation.
I'd have somebody in my life say, well, George Carlin says, well, I don't have to agree with absolutely everything George Carlin says. Or if you're like a Democrat.
For like someone with a knife, etc. It's just like nope.
Yeah, I mean typically you don't. I mean if you don't have a choice, you do what you do. But if there's an option to run, you run. That's my words of wisdom to anyone in that type of situation.
Yeah, that's reality versus like fun entertainment.
Yeah, exactly.
You're fuck Donald Trump. Donald Trump, you're a Lord and Savior. Donald Trump said.
This is like fun entertainment.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so yeah,
it's entertainment for a living.
He didn't actually do it this way, so I don't want to put him in that box. But Trump wants to have a constitutional amendment on term limits for presidents. I am 100% that issue, if that's the case.
That's my words of wisdom to anyone in that type of situation.
Yeah, that's reality versus like fun entertainment.
Yeah, exactly. Take it from it's entertainment for a living.
That's wild. So yeah, UFO. You have a real passion for unidentified flying.
That's that's my words of wisdom to anyone in that type of situation.
Yeah, that's reality versus like fun entertainment.
Yeah, exactly. Take it from it's entertainment for a living.
Now it's drama, guys.
Damn
That's
it.
wild.
He has two different drinks. He was drinking out of a teacup earlier.
Yeah, exactly. Take it from it's entertainment for a living.
That's wild. So yeah, UFO. You have a real passion for unidentified flying objects. That kind of phenomenon. You have a TV show / YouTube channel / podcast / documentary. I just had it right in front of me.
I have
Interview
never
with it.
ever seen any type of extremism from you on either wing. None. Zero zip. I think
Podcast / documentary. I just had
first
it
and
right in front of
foremost,
me.
you protect your ass.
Interview with it.
But
Interview
in
with
fairness
Ed.
to you,
There we go.
that's
Extra dimension.
99.9% of people out there. Most people collab on YouTube because it's beneficial to them.
Interview with
It's not
Ed.
because they're
There we
friends.
go.
The only people that want to believe that shit are the fans.
Extra dimension.
And they're not. Everybody sees everybody else as a threat. Everybody sees, everybody wants another person to be gone eventually. Is the truth, especially in drama, and even more so in political twitch.
I just had it right in front of me.
Interview with it.
Interview with Ed. There we go.
Extra dimension makes sense.
I think we touched this a little bit at the end of the last one. But what is your
Yeah, that seems
interview with Ed? There we go.
Yeah,
Extra dimension.
I think we touched this a little bit at the end of the last one. But what is your motivation?
If
You were so
his fans turn on. Well, maybe he's sick of hearing that.
interview with Ed. There we go.
Maybe they're not. I don't know. I'll support it. I don't. Whatever that's worth.
Interview with Ed. There we go.
Whatever it's worth.
Extra dimension.
I think we touched this a little bit at the end of the last one. But what is your motivation? Because you're someone that's super interested in the UFO topic. And I think you had mentioned that you had when you were younger, that you had an experience with an alien, and that's kind of what inspired you to continue into this work.
Holy! Chad, let me tell you about Palestine. Hold on a minute. Holy shit! Oh, damn, son!
This is not knowing what's really going on.
Did Death of a Unicorn come out today? I'm gonna be so pissed if I didn't get tickets now. Death of a Unicorn release date.
In the United States of America, Death of a Unicorn comes out today.
God damn it. Maybe I can catch it after work tomorrow. I should have seen it tonight. Oh, it's got bad reviews. No, it's up to 66. Shitty. How long is it? Hour 45 minutes? That's perfect. I guess I'll have to see it on Monday.
Just not knowing what's going on.
Yeah, it is interesting with all the releases we've had from governments across the world. Most of what has come out, it basically amounts to, yeah, we encountered this really weird stuff, especially they're seeing like, they see like encounters with like military aircraft, and there'll be some kind of, what do they call them, UAP, something like that. And
Is the new term.
We used to have a little trouble going down the plot once in a while. Agreement. But I'm serious. These are the kind of guys you like to smack in the ass.
UAP, something like that.
I know America's one
And
president, not a
Is the new term.
dictator.
Things like that.
And I also know no self-respecting American president would ever be prudent puppy like this guy is. That's what he is. You gotta mic him up.
I have relatives all over the country and all over the political
To
spectrum. How do you make the
keep the
argument to
secrets
a
going
relative
as
I
long as
have in
possible.
Texas
So
who
you can
says,
benefit off
yeah,
of
this
the
virus is
masses not
horrible, but
knowing
it's
what's
not
really
Trump's
going
fault,
on.
it's China's
Yeah,
fault.
it is interesting with all the releases we've had from governments across the world. Most of what has come out, it basically amounts to, yeah, we encountered this really weird stuff, especially they're seeing like, they'll see like encounters with like military aircraft, and then there'll be some kind of, what do they call them, UAP, something like that.
UAP is the new term that they're using now.
Yeah, it's like, this is faster, it just breaks everything you know about physics, it can turn things on and off. What's so interesting to me is like, that just because they didn't really have an answer for that, they still felt that very high need to control and censor information around it.
You lying ass.
Sea theorists are right.
The Silverado Trail
That's kind of where it's all
and
going.
495 pound-feet of available torque. So, I think
From an answer for that, they still felt that
when we see people
very
back
high
off and we see
need to control
corporations
and
back
censor
off to the
information
threats,
around it.
instead of leaning
Yeah, I
into
mean,
and
the-
knowing we're
the-
doing
the
this
last
because it's
hearings
not
that
only
we had in
morally the
Congress
right
back in
thing to
November
do, it's
were,
economically the right thing to do, and
disclosures
our culture
of,
proves
and
that
this-
our
this
strength
has been
is our
out,
diversity.
this is
We've
public
been
knowledge
talking
for
about
many
this
years,
for
but
years as
on
a
a
country of
congressional level,
immigrants,
to
and
have
we
the
let them
testimony
define the issue on
that is
immigration.
talking about the
We let
UAP
them
task
define
force
the issue on
that,
DEI,
or
and we
I'm
let
sorry, the
them
UAP
define what
retrieval
woke is.
programs, where
We
there
got
are
ourselves in this
groups
mess because we weren't
within
bold enough to
government
stand up and say, you damn right
actually
we're
go
proud of
out
these policies.
and
We're going to put them in,
find these
and we're going to execute them.
crafts.
One
And
popular
there's been-
definition of
and
insanity
they pick
is
them up
doing the
and
same
bring them
thing
in for,
over and over again
reverse
and
engineering.
expecting a different outcome.
Test, test, test. 1, 2.
Oh god, I can already tell it's gonna be awful. Oh no. Oh god, it's gonna be so fucking awful. Jesus Christ.
Generate a photo of Asmon Gold
Test, test. 1, 2. Testing. Hello, hello, hello. I was listening to myself back. And, barely see, I barely hear myself on the recordings.
Studio Ghibli in the okay, all right. Is this gonna work? Let's see if it works. And yeah,
Control
they've
and
got
censor
everybody doing this by the way now.
information
Like
around
it's not just like a few random people.
Yeah, I mean,
oh my god.
the last hearings
It's
that
not
we had
just
in
a few
Congress back
random
in
people.
November
It
were
seems like even the White House.
disclosures of,
this is, by the way, the people
and
of the United
this has
States
been out.
government.
You know, this is public
They
knowledge
even
for
did
many
this.
years,
So
but
there's like this woman
on a
apparently
congressional level
fentanyl
to
dealer
have that
arrested,
testimony
and
that is talking about the UAP task force that, or I'm sorry, the UAP retrieval programs, where
this is from the
there
official
are
White House
groups
account. That's right.
within government that
That's the world that
actually go out and find these craft, and there's been, and then they pick them up and bring them in for reverse engineering programs and stuff like that. So there's also with Jake Barber, who recently came out and started talking about programs that he was involved in, where not only is he part of the UAP retrievals, but he's also part of calling them in, summoning, which is something that I do in my spare time, and we have contact experiences. So for him to talk at that level as a government official, and that's something that they do and as well. So there's a lot of disclosures coming out on levels that people are thinking that a lot of this stuff is just woo and crazy and out there stuff. We're getting disclosures almost daily now that this is a much bigger. Basically, all the conspiracy theorists are right. Is kind of where it's all going.
You are my slave.
Where's my pen?
You don't tell me no. I don't know if it's
1/11/15.
What happened to the background? Change hairline? Guys, I was 18 at this point. My hair
1/11/15.
When did things start to get bad? I think they started to get bad at about 21.
Conspiracy
Like 21 was whenever things really started to
theorists.
get bad. Before then,
Right.
it was okay. Like this one right here, this is another photo. Okay, there's this. Right? I think that I was like 28 in this one.
It is interesting. My feeling on this is that
Give with that. You think I
I
should do
think
that
that
one?
you are
Okay.
right that
Yeah,
there
I
is
will.
definitely something going on.
And
But what
do
it
this
is,
one? I will.
or
I
the
will.
nature of it,
So
totally,
it's a different shirt.
I'm
Oh, I
not
wore this
so
shirt
certain.
recently.
But I would just.
Oh my God.
Would it be fascinating if you were like you had a
They're changing the
U.S. senator with
policy
type
now.
access,
This is
or like the president,
ridiculous.
or you could.
So, what a bunch of bullshit. Oh my God, I hate this game. What a bad game. Oh my God.
Could access that information. I
Well,
don't
even
think.
they can access it. That's.
Oh my fucking God.
But I would just.
Wow.
I mean, wouldn't it be fascinating if you were like you had a
There you go.
U.S. senator with type access, or like the
There it
president,
is.
where you could access that information?
Holy fucking shit.
I don't. That would
Even
be.
they can.
Okay, we can do one more. New chat? Okay, I'll do new chat.
Information. I
Well,
don't
even-
think.
Please do it.
Even they can.
Please, just
Even
do
they
one more. That's all I'm asking is one more.
Could access that
You
information.
need a better prompt? I don't know if that would work. Like, I have no idea if it does or not. The reason I can't generate memes or do images in Studio Ghibli style is due to the updated policies that respect intellectual property rights. I think that they updated their policy so you can't do this anymore, honestly. That's probably what happened. Like, at least that's what it seems like what happened. I mean, I can't imagine anything else going that way. The boring? Yes, very boring, exactly. What if the AI is watching your stream? Well, it probably could be, you know? They said so. I'll be curious to see how long that lasts. Grok does it? Yeah,
Where you
and
could
we just
access
have,
that
all we have to
information.
do is wait for a Chinese AI.
I don't
Even
think.
they can.
And they're not going to give a shit about it. So then it'll be,
Could access that
it'll be no
information.
problem. That's only going to delay the inevitable. Yeah, it will. Grok does it shittily though. Yeah, exactly. Okay, it looks like it's working though, so it's fine. Use Miyazaki style? Yeah, sure. It's not necessarily recognizing, it's just image to imaging. So just upload the image and don't explain the AI what it is. Tell it to generate an image based off this other image. Oh,
Just to
you know
keep
what?
the
That
secrets
probably would be a good idea. Yeah, I like the. Oh my God, it's actually working. They put Laura Croft on his shirt. Well, yeah, no, it's because it says Tomb Raider. No, it makes sense, doesn't it? No way it made Laura Croft hotter on his shirt. That's insane, right? Image created. Okay, let me refresh. Oh my God.
I couldn't get the Chat GPT thing to work. The Studio Ghibli stuff.
Getting the text right is insane. Yeah, it is. It's nuts. Inside the door, yeah, it's even.
I want to make
inside the
myself
door.
look like
Are
that.
they holding a cat? They are. shit. Damn.
Theorists are
Even the
are right.
background? Yeah, I know. That's
It's
nuts,
kind of
isn't
where
it?
it's all going.
That is
Oh my
interesting.
God. I am.
My
I'm
feeling on
starting to
is
get a headache,
that
and I'm gonna have to take a break.
I think that you
I
are
can
right
tell
that there
it's,
is
it's
definitely
gonna
something
keep getting
going on.
worse.
But what it
So
is,
I'm gonna have to
or the
call
nature of
a
it,
little
totally,
bit earlier today
I'm not
and
so
chill out for a
certain.
bit. Thank
But
you
I
all
would
very
just,
much for watching. I
I
appreciate
mean, wouldn't it be
I hope
fascinating
everybody
if you
had a
were
good
like,
time
you had
today.
a
And
send
I will
you a
be back
senator with
on
type access
tomorrow.
from like the
All right, boys.
president, where you could access that information?
Well, even they can't. Even they can't access it. That's some of the stonewalls that we have in Congress, and why Congress is up in arms right now is because there's been a slow trickle and release of information, and they're being stonewalled at trying to get more. Matt Gates and Aluna, what's her name, Representative Aluna, they have been sort of the forefront. Nancy Mays, they all have been stonewalled trying to get more information on these projects, and they're taken into skiffs and given tidbits of information, but they're constantly being stonewalled. So what they're discovering is what the researchers like myself have known for years, is that this is above presidents. The subject and the information, which is hard to fathom, but it is actually against the Constitution and the government. But there are legal loopholes that are being used to keep the secrets going.
Okay, so like super duper high level information control.
Yeah, where I've had fellow researchers assassinated for getting.
I didn't vote for him. I get all the bad
Super
things about
duper
the
high level
administration.
information
But if you think they
control.
don't shake black people's hands, it's just, you're wrong. That's not who they are. Matt
Too
Gates
close
shakes
to
black people's hands.
certain things.
Kid Rock will shake your hand. It's just not helpful to like think that half the country that's where they are. That's your skill.
But it is actually against the Constitution and the government. But there are legal loopholes that are being used to keep the secrets going.
I wouldn't say
Okay, so like super.
I'd say
Uh,
yeah, okay. Well, we have different perspectives. I would say huge, but and even if they're not, you have to overlook a lot of that.
legal
Trump, which I think is maybe even more
loopholes
egregious than just saying I'm a racist. So what do you think is the worst?
to hide
I mean, to me, the
truth.
back in with the
Super duper
89,
high
the
level information
Central Park
control.
fires,
Yeah, where I've had fellow researchers assassinated for getting too close to certain things.
And then of course the Obama birth certificate.
Then you're like,
What do you
okay,
think
well,
with
if that's
Donald
true,
Trump?
then it's like,
Yeah,
but,
I mean, he
but
sued
why?
me.
So you're like, maybe
Trump
there's some
did
kind
for
of
the
advantage they think
yes,
they have.
because I was making fun
I mean,
of
well,
that
what do
because
you
that
think
was
would be the
very
most?
racist. But also like he seemed to be just, I mean, there was something
Motivation for this
very
secrecy.
animating about his like just laser focused drive about the Central Park
Then
5 thing.
you're gonna use that to
Seems the feel the race isn't in there.
reverse
What was the
engineered
payoff? Why was he
tech.
That couldn't even be further from the truth with MAGA not being racist. Like, MAGA, again, like Trump, all he talks about is at the inauguration is, oh man, the blacks really pulled out to vote for us, the Mexicans really showed
Then you're like,
up.
okay, well, if that's true, then it's like,
Yeah,
but why? So you're like, maybe there's some kind of advantage they think they have.
And even the election
I
before
mean,
that,
what
believe,
do
like,
you
black
think would be the
Americans were
motivation
voting Trump.
for this
Like, he's always
secrecy?
boasting about how
Well,
black
as I
Americans
mentioned in our
were
last
so
podcast,
excited,
it's a
you know,
paradigm
and
shift
blah,
when
blah,
it comes
blah.
to energy.
If anything, he panders way
So,
too much.
and
We should not
especially when
try
you're
to
talking
prove
about
ourselves
technologies
as
that can be
not, or
weaponized.
as not racist.
And if
These
you're
people that
working,
think we're racist
and
and
if
say
you
no matter
are,
what we
you know,
do,
a government agency like, you know, the U.S. government that has the strongest military might in the world, and you have adversary governments like China or, you know, in this case right now Russia, and they also have their own UAP crash retrieval programs where they're capturing craft and reverse engineering. It's an arms race to see who has the best tech, or who can develop the best tech from reverse engineering these craft that are coming from different places in the galaxy or different dimensional realms that have technology that can go in and out of dimensions you can reverse engineer that and make some cool tech to have an upper hand
Real quick, like we
over
just talked about
another
with, like,
nation,
black economy being down,
then
all these things. It's
you're
like
gonna
these people
use
that
that
he's
to your
racist because he
advantage.
makes some
It's basically a
funny
Cold
and
War
sick jokes, but they
type
have their
scenario
like,
using instead of using nukes, using reverse engineered ET tech.
Whoa. It's interesting.
Of course, like builds his entire like fame and audience off of the so-called press, but it's like with these people
Alien
having,
arms
actual
race.
tangible outcomes for black people and minorities to be worse. Like, would you rather their unemployment rates be higher and then be worse off as long as we don't have a president that says
Yeah,
well,
my
you know, Mexican
grandpa,
illegal
both my
immigrants
dad and
are
my grandpa,
racists,
they
like,
served
letting
in
people
the
well,
missile
you know,
man corps
some people say
in the Air
that,
Force
and, you know,
during the Cold War,
YouTube
and
is that
the culture that even they
we
experienced
make
in that
it
time
worse. Yeah,
is
you on
super
YouTube, I have to
crazy.
be opposing of people.
They're alike.
No, they're
Like
not.
there are,
Like,
you said, like rarely there are people that would get out of serving,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, being missile officers that didn't end up with some severe mental health issues just because the stress they were just constantly under. I mean, I've got to imagine, you know, if I'm considering like they had
It's just these people. It's all pandering. It's all like pearl clutching.
being under.
And
I
that's
mean,
why
I've got to
you
imagine,
saw Black
you know, if I'm
Americans and all these
something
minorities
under.
going out and voting for Trump more because they saw that actually under Trump their lives were better. So yeah, we'll take it. Which is really pathetic too. Like I love how half of their culture is being gangsters, and then the other half is we're so
That didn't end up with some severe mental health issues just because the stress they were just constantly under. I mean, I've got to imagine, you know, if I'm I've got
It's at least half the country. I mean, to ascribe his
end up with
worst
some
traits
severe
to
mental health issues just because the stress they were just constantly under. I mean, I've got to imagine, you know, if I'm considering like they had that kind of stress and there's that much security per se, and nuclear arsenal, something that's even beyond that, I couldn't even imagine.
Half the country is racist, and I don't think all of MAGA is racist, but I do think that there's a huge element in the MAGA party that is racist, whether they are conscious of it
our
or
government and
not.
others.
Some of them are not, and if they are not, they have had to overlook a lot of racism and a lot of bigotry. And if you do that and you say, I'm okay with this, I think that makes you worse
Something
than
that's
someone
even
who's just
beyond
saying
that,
I'm a racist and they
I
don't.
couldn't even
But some of
imagine.
it is just a backlash
Yeah, that's
to
what
what
we're
they
dealing
think
with. So
was
that's
going
why
too
the secrecy
far,
is
like
there.
all these
That's why
corporations now that have dropped
people go
DEI.
missing. That's why
Now, in
you
the
know
government, they did it because you
one of the
whitewash
reasons
for
I think
what?
we're going to find out if
For
we ever
too
do
much
get a full
DEI.
release of the JFK files.
I don't think those people understand what DEI
there
is.
there
DEI is not the
there's
hiring
probably
of black
information
people who are not
in those
qualified
files about
or
the programs, some of the secret programs been going on. So it is the highest secret that is you know part of our government and others.
I guess this is a good question for you. So, how do you though, as someone that's into UFOs and this whole area of research and interest, how do you vet that? Because then you're on this other side of it. You're away from more established science, you know, more respected institutions. I mean, how do you, as a researcher, figure out, okay, so this is legit, this form's making it up? Is there a good way that you figure out with vetting? Does that come with experience and time? Like, how do you approach doing this? Because you have interviewed quite a few people. I think you have 3 seasons of shows for your show.
Yes. I mean, and seriously, and let me just say one thing. You know, if these so-called minority groups were so qualified, then they wouldn't need DEI. Now,
These times have changed.
But these people will say, oh my gosh, it's the white patriarchy.
But it is interesting.
Not allowing these
It's
stop it. Like my dad's like a small business owner. He said there's so many opportunities where he could have gotten help from the financial help from the government, like whatever, to like help small businesses. But since he's a white man, he can't get prep. So the real oppressed group, the only one more oppressed people is white men. But it's obviously, but it's because of our past and we should be right. What else? Comment an orange heart if you agree.
Yes, of course it could have that result, but there's no evidence that it does
That is
have that
interesting.
result. Oh, I don't know about that. Okay, so then what is your evidence? There's no evidence that there is that result. If you can show me the evidence, then okay, then I will agree
in a way
with you.
that's going to benefit humanity.
Yeah.
Okay, but diversity, equity, inclusion,
That's going to
first of all,
benefit
is not,
humanity.
maybe they're talking about affirmative action, which is a whole different thing, which is about making sure you hire, a certain number of people that are this, that, and that. But diversity, equity, and inclusion is about
shows for your
and you're trying to
show.
increase the
Yeah, so
number of
my
options
show
of
with the
qualified people that you can
channelers, so
hire.
that's a
It's not
very
about
different phenomenon. So
Yeah,
we're
so,
talking,
right, you're making
just
it
to give
less hard.
you some
Less
context,
qualified people are now
the
part of this whole
you have
APA.
the
Thank you for
military,
proving our point. Just because he
governmental,
uses these
evidence-based
different analogies, he thinks
aspects
he gets away
of
with it. Of
the
course, the
phenomenon,
Democrats do, 'cause, like,
which
they
is,
just whatever they say
you know,
is,
that's what
like,
they're talking
they
about in
fact
Congress and
check
everything.
us all the
And then you
time.
have
Right, but
spiritual
they just can
aspects,
say whatever, and it's just
which
like, they're
are
just like, oh yeah, yeah. He's the
non-scientific,
intellectual.
cannot be
He's
proven.
the black guy with a collared shirt.
And
He knows what
that's
he's
my
talking
show
about.
focuses on that. Initially, I was going down the rabbit hole. I produced the 2013 Citizen Hearing on Disclosure event. That was a mock congressional hearing with 6 former members of Congress, over $1 million budget, that we held a 5-day mock congressional hearing about just, you know, we had brought in whistleblowers and government military people to disclose and create this setting as if Congress were to actually have official hearings, which they are finally having now, but back then nobody would even touch the subject because it was too taboo. So at that time I was dealing with government people, evidence-based stuff, and basically had a target on my back because of some of the rabbit holes I was going down. I ventured away from that because of the danger, and my life got messed with, and there was just a lot of things that I could tell if I had continued down that path. Like my friend Jeremy Bell has been, he is, you know, he's been doing a great job of getting the word out, but his life has really been messed up because some of the rabbit holes and things that he's been uncovering and putting out there. You know, I think he's done a great service getting this, doing what he's doing. But I chose a different path with my show into going to the spiritual aspects and trying to, and the mechanism of channeling, and that's going more where people go into a trance state, a meditative trance state, and they essentially allow themselves to be possessed by ETs or other dimensional beings.
118
Yeah, and same thing with college admissions too. Like so many people, I
45
couldn't get in because I was
possessed
some people see some, you know, black girl and
by
she's in
ET.
your class, she did as well as you. She got in, you didn't. I wonder why that is. And there's a reason, like.
And then I have conversations with those beings. So, so I'm asking them, hey, what's going on here? Why is humanity in the pickle it's in? What's going, you know, is this typical? What are we going to do? And these beings, 3 seasons of conversations, over 10 years of conversations, have, in a sense, in my opinion, given me the keys to the universe to understand what's really going on and how to navigate
Good
these
evening,
times,
I'm Simone Sanders Townsend,
times
and
of
we
change.
begin tonight with the Trump White House still in denial over the nation's
That is
surveillance
interesting.
officials discussing
So
apparent
the government folks
military
won't
operations
touch that with
over
10
commercial
full
acts.
because
Now, according to
that's
the
all about,
administration,
that's
the
not
only
touching
mistake
on
that was
technology
made was
as
somehow
far
that
as
a
the physical
journalist was
stuff
included in the chat
that you
group.
can revert.
In just the last few hours, lawyers for the administration were back in a courtroom.
First
This
engineer to make
time
weapons with.
to face a lawsuit
That's what my
alleging
buddy
that those
Jeremy,
same
he's
defense
going down that
officials
path, and
violated federal
disasters,
records
you know,
keeping laws
every
by using
corner you
Signal,
turn, you're
which
gonna
deletes
get
messages after a set period of
opposition,
time.
you're going to
To President Trump's dismay, presiding over the hearing was U.S. District Judge James Boasberg. That's the same judge Trump has been publicly attacking for more than a week for blocking
get
his deportation flights
some sort of
alleged
government agency breathing down your
Venezuelan
neck,
gang
your phone's going to be
members.
tapped,
Judge
all that stuff.
Boasberg did not
We start going to the
disappoint,
woo-woo
granting
stuff,
a temporary
which is just a
restraining
bunch of
order for the
spiritual
officials to
talk.
preserve all their
It
signal
has, you know,
communications around the military
there's no,
operation dates. Boasberg
it's
also
spiritual
told the
technology,
court,
which means, you know,
"Don't
which
worry,
is like the
it'll be in
blueprint on
writing."
how to be a good
That was a
person
clear
and
reference
navigate
to the contention between
reality
his oral and written
in
orders in a
a
deportation
spiritual
case.
sense.
Joining me now is New York Times
Then
Pentagon correspondent and MSNBC political
you know,
contributor
governments
Helene
don't care
Cooper,
about that.
MSNBC
They're like, yo,
national
you want to be a good
security
person,
and
go be a good
intelligence
person. They don't
analyst
care.
and former
You know,
CIA.
we just want the tech. And it's sort of the chicken before the egg. It goes hand in hand. And my understanding is there has to be a spiritual maturity to humanity and to governments before we.
The most non-stops
120 50.
That's what the world's biggest airline
Spiritual humanity.
Staying on for good. No more CSGO surf. No more Forza Horizon. Just my delicious face that only a mother could love. Now, there is an epidemic in the world of up-and-coming streamers. Every white kid looks in the mirror and wishes they were Aiden Ross. Every black kid gets on their hands and knees and prays to a higher power that they wake up the next day as Kai Cenat. That is what is currently prevalent in our culture, and the desires of the youth are to be viewed by millions of people. And in order to obtain this goal of theirs, this dream, they wish upon a star, they're actually going for it. At least some of them are. And what they're doing is they're live streaming and taking these clips from their streams and posting them on TikTok and Instagram because it's easier to get attention from TikTok or Instagram. They're hoping that the viewers from those clips come to their stream and, you know, tune in. Seems like it would be fine, right? Well, no. What that's resulted in is a genre of Instagrammer and TikToker that just posts content like, I'm the next Kai Cenat, check me out, and it's bad. Now, do not send hate to any of these people. I just find this method of self-promo very fucking
Yeah, that's what you said last time.
POV,
You had,
drop out of college, should be the
that was
next
like we just
Aiden
weren't
Ross.
mature enough to handle all of it.
Yeah.
So you
What
freak
do
out.
y'all wanna watch, bro? I don't
problem.
support
So
porn.
so through my show,
The fuck y'all wanna watch me, bro? I don't support this shit.
Yeah.
Okay, problem number one,
problem.
you
So
want to be the next Aiden Ross. Problem number two, you will never be the next Aiden Ross because Aiden Ross is a dumbass that got 1 in a million luck. Like, he's just there and he's lucky. He doesn't know what fascism means and he can't read. Number three, you shouldn't drop out of college,
it goes hand in
especially
hand.
to be the
My
next Aiden Ross.
understanding
Like, there's
is
10
there
things
has
wrong
to
with this,
be a
but, you know,
spiritual
maybe you got it.
maturity
Alright, let's
to
see what you got.
humanity and to government before you can actually access this, these techs, the tech in a way that's going to benefit humanity.
Yeah, that's what you said last time.
This is
had,
what you dropped
had
out
your
for?
experience.
Look at
That
yourself.
was like we just
I mean,
weren't
you dropped
mature
out of
enough to
college to
handle
act
all
like
of
you
it.
have a severe
Yeah.
learning
Freak
disability in
out.
front of a camera. You do realize
Probably
every one of your viewers, you're
so through my
targeting the
show, I
middle
try
school,
to
high school
focus on
demographic,
those
can see this
conversations
for
and how-
free in the special needs
how we
class
can,
on the short bus. I'm not trying to
better
crush this guy's
ourselves
dreams,
as
but I think he
individuals
thinks
and
he's
as
blending in by putting in
collective,
his clips after Aiden Ross and Kai
and how
Cenat. All he's
to,
doing is just surprising. I hate to be that guy, but
shepherding
you
this new
flossing by
world,
yourself
not
just
through
doesn't have the
seeking
same
it
level of
from
hype as any of these clips. I'm so glad you will never
how-
make it,
how the
bro.
world works.
Genuinely. Yo, bro, can you block me? Reported for spam. Satire or not, I'm genuinely worried about everyone wanting to be an influencer. Actively praying
and
for this
how
guy's
to,
downfall.
shepherd in this new world, not through seeking it from the outside.
Anyway, this guy's another
governments,
smart creator, so
give us
we're
the
not going to
answers,
go
but
too hard on
we do
him.
it
I feel like he
ourselves
only goes live
through an
to
internal
clip bar
process
and post those clips as part of the
growing
trailer as to
our
why you should watch his
spiritual,
stream. So it's like, I stream to get people to watch the
understandings
reels,
of
to get people to
how
watch
the
the
world
stream,
works.
and just,
That's
it's an
interesting.
infinite loop.
I don't
The
know
result
how-
being, nobody
you
actually
are
gets
pretty smart,
entertained.
guys.
You're watching
You know,
like
it
infinite
almost seems
ads.
like
It's
what
like the
you're doing is
paradox of
almost
getting
like,
a video ad break on YouTube
an
while the
alien
YouTuber is
version
shilling a
of,
product. Like, do you even click
the
skip ad because you're
spiritualism
skipping ad to go to
movement
an
of, like,
ad?
the
So you can either watch the ad that YouTube has
the
or the
early
one that the
20th
YouTuber
century,
has.
you know, where
Either
you've
way,
gone
your
to
best bet is just
seances
not
and
to
trying to
watch.
talk to
POV,
people
your
on the
parents
other
let you
side of
live
the
rent free
veil.
at 20 to stream
What you're
full
doing
time.
just
I
kinda
really
reminds me of
don't
that
want to beat a dead horse, but there has to be
theirs
some
was
consideration
also
to
a
the quote,
slightly kind
just
of
put
like,
the
let's look
fries
at this
in the
objectively
bag.
or more science like when you're thinking about spirituality.
This is the same clip. I mean, he's just recycling the same 5 clips. What is he even? What is he doing in this? Jumping on an invisible pogo stick? What is this? Is he dancing? And it's just so obviously forced for the fucking clips. Oh, look at me. Instead of getting jump scared and mildly recoiling, let me pretend like a fucking bomb went off in front of me and fly backward for the clip. It's really good.
Or over another. So therefore, with that,
Well, Black White Network, let's talk about the Democratic Party.
for few to have over
This is
the
a
masses.
socialist party. It's a Marxist-Leninist party. The Democratic Party is violent. When these people don't get
You're
their
doing
way,
just kind of
they
reminds
lose
me of
their
that
minds.
somewhat. Because
Now, we
theirs
talked
was
a lot
also
about
a slightly
the
kind of like,
Tesla
let's look at this
violence that's
objectively or
going
more
on out there.
science
But
like when
let's be
you're
real,
thinking
guys.
about spirituality.
This actually starts at the top.
Yeah, and they got into
From
some
the
danger there
politicians.
because you
Remember,
had
guys,
folks
Maxine
like
Waters
Aleister
said,
Crowley and
what year was this, like 2018,
and even the
2019?
Nazis.
She was actually
taking,
telling people to
Maria,
get into
what's her
the
name? There was
face
a channeler that
of
they
people
actually
in Trump's
commandeered
cabinet.
and
Yeah, cause
tried
a
to
ruckus,
get
man.
information out
Cause
of her,
violence.
connecting
That's what the
beings
Democrats
from
want.
the Aldebaran star system
Then in 2020,
to
guys,
create weapons in a
burned
sense.
down
So
the country.
what happens
BLM,
is
the strong arm
when you're
of
so
the Democratic
solely
Party,
focused on
and
the
dozens of people
technological
lost
aspects,
their lives. The
um,
Democratic Party
and
is a
you use mechanisms
violent
like
party.
channeling or seances or these types
Now,
of
that
energies,
brings us to
the
Tennessee.
intention behind
And
that is
there
to
is a rep out there from Memphis, one of the
benefit
most
the
dangerous cities in
individual
this country, folks.
by having an upper
Justin
hand
Pearson.
over
He's a
another
Democrat.
nation or another
Now,
person or
newsflash,
something like
guys,
that.
Tennessee
So
is a
the
deep
intention
red
itself
state.
is one of hierarchical
And Democrat priorities,
establishments of
their
like I
bills
want to have
probably
power
not
over
gonna get
another.
passed.
So therefore,
thing,
with that
the
intention,
Democrats are
you're actually in a
unreasonable.
sense you're calling in
Now, when it comes
beings
to the Second Amendment,
or
guys,
energies
the Democratic
of
Party wants to
that
abolish
nature
the Second Amendment.
to
Now, all these
that
Democrats
have
out there, they say,
that are
no,
also
we don't wanna
of
do
a
that. We just
hierarchical
want a common
construct
sense gun laws.
that
No.
want to
They
have
want
power
to
over others. So therefore,
abolish
you're
the
in a
Second
sense
Amendment.
you're vibrationally
That is
matching
the end game.
a
Because the
to these
Democrats,
darker entities
every single time,
entities
folks,
with
they're trying to
nefarious agendas.
violate the Second Amendment
Therefore,
rights.
you're getting
If the
information
Democrats
and
control every branch of government across this country, guys,
you know they're telling you how to navigate and do things, but in a very nefarious way. So therefore, you have this is why you have the capturing of NASA. This is why you have many of the Nazis coming in through Project Paperclip, who were using these techniques to get information and build technologies, and they were quite successful. But again, not for the best intentions, for the benefit of all, but for the control and power for a few to have over the masses.
I have a number of disabilities, health problems, chronic pancreatitis. I know I'm at pretty high risk of like getting pancreatic cancer one day and some other heavy stuff. So these last few years, especially with some other health stuff I've been through, been very more aware of like my mortality and thinking about what happens when we pass away, what's on the other side. I've been thinking about that a lot lately. Thinking about the my point is come when I'm Mormon LDS Christian. So my general feeling. Yes. Christian. Christian. So my general feeling is like that there probably are like spirits. I don't know if they're demons. My kind of feeling even with Sam. I'm Mormon LDS Christian. So my general feeling is like that they're probably.
You know what? I do feel bad for him. I get that you're grieving your brother.
My point is come when I'm Mormon LDS Christian. So my general feeling is like that they're probably are like spirits. I don't know if they're demons. My kind of feeling even with Santa is like, okay, so say they actually are spirits, but like you don't. My feeling is like you just don't know what you're messing with. That's kind of my feeling. It's like, yeah, you could be. In my feeling, it's like. You could be playing around. That's kind of my feeling. It's like, you could be playing around, and if these things are real, why are you assuming automatically that you have the upper hand in this situation? Like, but that's my feeling. I'm not gonna mess around. I get bullied enough, and I get bullied enough, in this life. I don't need to be playing with the stuff on the other side.
Of all, as opposed to this hierarchical thing that we were talking about before. Well, those are the beings that I want to connect with.
my feeling is like you just don't know what you're messing with. That's kind of my feeling. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, you could be playing around, and if these things are real, you know, why are you assuming automatically that you have the upper hand of the situation? Like, I'm just not. That's my feeling. I'm not gonna.
Pete's Fear. Good movie idea.
I'm sorry for all the things that you've experienced. You've been a great uncle. You've done the things that you're supposed to do to help your family.
I'm not gonna mess around. I get bullied enough in this life. I don't need to be playing with the stuff on the other side.
Yeah, and this is where, you know, for thousands of years there are spiritual practices put into place through different indigenous ceremonies, depending on different parts of the world, where they hold a very high frequency or intention. Intention can be translated into frequency of and creating a space when you do bridge these worlds and go into other realms, so to say, of the spiritual sense. It's very, very important to make a clean container, and this is why I'm such a advocate for frequency and intention, like I was saying. So, and if you watch my show, we talk about this a lot, about you don't want exactly what you said, and I think many religions are, specifically Christian religions, Christian beliefs, are created this protective mechanism to say, don't venture into these worlds because you're playing with fire, and for right reasons, because without proper protocols, you can easily connect to beings with not the best intentions, and this is why creating a
127. Beings.
This guy should be kicked out of the
Bad
Tennessee House of Representatives back in 2023
intentions.
when he was a part of an insurrection.
without proper protocols, you can easily connect to beings with not the best intentions, and this is why creating a sacred space and having proper intentions and going through different protocols, as many shamanic practices have done, are put into place to create a safe space. So yeah, the discernment is key. So anytime you're going into these spaces and making contact with beings in other realms, it is key. I think it's to just bunch it all as they're all demons is quite naive, because that's not the case. Clearly, in Christianic belief systems, we have angels, we have demons, there are energies of the light, there are energies of the dark, and it's about aligning with which ones do you want to align with.
128. Light versus dark.
In creating specific protocols and intentions to align with forces of light. And obviously there's many that can, there's the stories we get in scriptures talking about the wolves in sheep's clothing and these types of things. So again, understanding the nuances and the frequencies and not going by image, but going by connecting through the heart and connecting in deeper ways, so you know what you're connecting with, and then you're able to discern which energies to connect with and which energies not to. Like if someone's carrying a gun with zero intent, you get out of there as fast as possible. Or if there's some being of love and light that is wanting to share information and energy for the benefit of all, hierarchical thing that we were talking about before. Well, those are the beings that I want to connect with.
All right. I mean, I don't know for certain exactly what's going on, but I do believe that there's.
Looks like Tim Pool's sex tape just got leaked. It's 4 minutes of him flicking his flaccid with it up.
All right. I mean, I don't know for certain.
Selling his recipe for human shit. It's gonna have your mouth watering.
Exactly what's going on, but I do believe that there's more going on in the world than just the physical side. And then just reading stories of.
Alex, yes, I've been seeing some videos popping up on TikTok. What are these guys saying and what are they doing?
And it looks like President
Side. And then just reading stories of supernatural events or historical ghost hauntings or all kinds. It just seems like to me that there's got to be something else.
Oh, absolutely. And that.
Like to me that there's got to be something else.
Oh, absolutely. And that's part of the.
Speaking of great kids, Dave Rubin is now dating Lady Maga, and they've already adopted 6 African boys.
Got some babies. All right, then Wayne, what do we got?
Yeah, so Howie Mandel was seeing Tua yesterday, and his reptile camouflage just ripped.
Big time. Tall Chris.
Yeah, it looks like Sniper Wolf isn't being betrayed, I should say so soon. Sam, we got a pack of homeless men who just read sketch. These cameramen joined us. Keep on that. It's a gay streamer. Are you a gay guy? Okay.
With this idea of disclosure, we're getting this idea that beings from other dimensions are business for our benefit.
Streaming his gender reassignment surgery.
Did it go well?
Proper choices in our day-to-day lives.
Old ghost hauntings or all kinds.
What's going on in the world economy news, Alex S?
Apparently, Kai Cenat was caught fingering Drewski at a Rolling Loud after party. And you say stinky?
Ryan Casimira.
Woody Allen says he plans on adopting a 5th wife. Losing ranking baddies.
Kyle.
God, it just seems like to me that there's got to be something else going on out there.
And that's part of the great awakening that's happening on the planet now. Is we are in contact with this idea of disclosure. We're getting this idea that beings from other dimensions are business for our benefit, but also there are agendas at play. And as I mentioned, out in the Crowley and some of the darker agendas, and now we're slowly getting into, if we ever will, see the Epstein list and these types of things of these darker agendas that are happening, human trafficking and whatnot. These are all tied into.
Epstein. Aleister Crowley.
Much darker agendas that go into piercing the veil and connecting with energies with dark intentions. So there's 2 sides of the coin, and I think the idea is to not shun or shame it all, but to have an awareness and understanding of that there is a veil and there are energies beyond the veil, and we as individuals need to do good housekeeping, so to say, to keep clean intentions and good frequencies and vibrations, and to do the best to our ability to connect with positively oriented beings that and understand that there's negative ones out there, there's negative agendas, but to discern what those are and to make proper choices in our day-to-day lives.
Okay. I think that covers the alien stuff pretty well. Pretty well.
It opens a whole other door. It's way beyond aliens, actually. It's you know, what we perceive as, I think.
I'm gonna run to McDonald's and get a coffee. I'm not gonna stop the stream. I'll be back in like 4 minutes. Oh fuck.
Most people do.
Yeah. No, I find it interesting. I mean, I'm not trying hauntings or what kind. It just seems like to me that there's got to be something else going on out there.
And that's part of the.
I passed. I used to be real big into listening to radio. Listen to a lot of ghosts. Okay. I think that covers the alien stuff pretty well.
I'll be back. Forgot to fucking grab energy drink.
I don't give a flying fuck.
How long did that take me? Like 5 minutes? Ah! Gotta let this cool down. Hello. Yeah, I just got back. I went to McDonald's to get coffee. It's too hot to drink still.
I think that covers the alien stuff pretty well.
It opens a whole other door. It's way beyond aliens actually. It's you know what we perceive as. I think the more we go into it, the aliens are there, but there's a lot more there than just aliens.
Oh, what the fuck? Why'd that music just kick in?
No, I find it interesting. I mean, I'm not trying to hit you as a negative. I mean,
To it, where the aliens are there, but there's a lot more there than just aliens. If you go down the rabbit hole, you'll come to those conclusions. Where the aliens are there, but there's a lot more there than just aliens. More there than just aliens. The aliens are there, but there's a lot more there than just aliens. If you go down the rabbit hole, you'll
I'm gonna shorten up that.
than just aliens.
Yeah, let's make that a little less awkward. Do you want to see a picture when we was at restaurant? Sure.
The aliens are there, but there's a lot more there than just aliens.
This looks fucking fire. What is this? Well, there's white rice. I think I see mozzarella sticks. What kind of food is this? This looks good. What is the orange breaded stuff in the bowl? Looks like I see chives on top of it. Is it potato? It was fire. This looks really good. This looks way better than the tacos I ate earlier. Is that chicken tossed in some kind of sauce in the center there? I think I see mozzarella sticks. I want to know what the stuff in the bowl is next to the rice and the stuff in the center. And is that strawberry lemonade? It was mashed potato and egg, if you wonder, in the bowl. Okay, and cheese. That looks fucking amazing. Are those mozzarella sticks behind it on the other dish? Fried mozzarella. Fried mozzarella. Okay. Mozzarella sticks. I predict strawberry lemonade in the glass, and then I think that's chicken in the center of the table. Oh, let me rate this since I'm doing the food ratings. .8. I hope you're keeping an archive of my of the ratings.
There's a lot more there than just aliens. If you go down the rabbit hole, you'll come to those conclusions. Most people do.
Yeah.
Because I used to be a waiter.
Oh, you'll come to those conclusions. Most people do.
Yeah.
You'll come to those conclusions.
I used to work overnights from like 10 at night to 6, 7 in the morning at a chain called Denny's, which is a shitty chain diner. And did I ever encounter any Karens or angry customers? There were full-on brawls in my dining room. A fucking bunch of fighting. Because after all the bars would close at like 1, 2 in the morning, everyone would show up at Denny's. I don't think it's like that anymore, though. I think the 5 a.m. nightclub, like close to us, right over the Cook County border, they shut down. And now there's not really anything like that close to here, so that Denny's probably doesn't pop off like that anymore. And after COVID, people, I don't know if people are back to normal yet. I never go out. I mean, I was like a shut-in since before COVID, so the lockdowns were like, now everyone's just doing what I'm doing. It's still fucking hot. And it tastes burnt. I'm going to add some sugar to it. Just a little bit. And yeah, I had Karens. I had to work there during Ramadan, which is a big Muslim thing where they have to not eat until like 3 in the morning or something. So they would all come from the mosque, because I live close to a mosque. They would all come in, and I would have to like serve tables of 15, and we wouldn't have enough people there. And they're like, if you don't get us our food before this time, we can't eat it. And I'd be like, what the fuck? They were usually pretty nice, though. And they tipped okay. It was just a lot. It was a lot to deal with. Okay.
Most people do.
Yeah. No, I find it interesting. I mean, I'm not trying to pin you as a negative, but I mean, I've had time.
Most people do.
Yeah. No, I find it interesting. I mean, I'm not trying to pin you as a...
The thing is, I recently found out about tipping culture. We don't have that here in Sweden. I was so confused. No tips. So the wait staff must get paid pretty well then. My entire adult life, the past 20 years, I've relied entirely on tips. I've never had a job where I had an hourly rate that would be enough to sustain myself. That's how that's how I've stayed afloat past few decades. We only pay the price of the product, yeah. So I'm guessing that, well, see, there's the thing. When I was a waiter, I was getting paid like $4 an hour, and I would have to claim the tips I would get. So when I get my paycheck, I'd be getting even less than $4 an hour because they take out so many taxes. And yeah. And even if I was, even at the minimum wage right now, I don't think it's gone up lately, but I don't think that's enough to, getting paid minimum wage is not enough to like fucking pay all my bills. But I make like $25 an hour at my gig because of tips. $20 to $25 an hour. Some nights are better than others. I once had some guy come in when I worked at the Denny's, and he ordered for the person he was with and himself, ordered the most expensive thing on the menu, which is a lousy T-bone steak from Denny's. They were not good. And then when his friend was in the bathroom after they're done eating, the guy starts explaining to me, he's like, I can't tip you. I just can't afford it this time. And I'm just like, dude, you ordered the most expensive thing on the menu, and you insisted on paying for your friend. And then he's explaining to me just like how he's just not doing so good with cash right now. And I'm just like, why are you explaining this to me? Set yourself on fucking fire. That's what I was thinking. Fucking weirdos. A lot of weirdos would come into Denny's. A lot of weird fucking people. Some cool people too, but a lot of weird fucking people.
Negative, but I mean, I've had times, especially my past. I used to be really big into listening to the radio, listen to a lot of coast to coast. Really big into listening to the radio, listen to a lot of coast to coast.
BRB.
Coast to coast. Yeah.
Yep.
I've been on coast.
over and over. So that's it. They were running defense for
Coast to coast.
like this.
Yeah.
They were. They were running defense for a very long time, and they were completely in the wrong for it.
Yep.
I've been on coast.
And the problem, and I think that what's disappointing about
Yep.
this is that a lot of these people don't understand that what they were doing is they were
I've been on
enabling
coast.
a company to
Oh, that
make
reminds me.
How?
decisions that are
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
cause the loss of thousands of people's jobs. When I'm calling out these things that these companies are doing and I'm saying this isn't good, they should be thanking me. They should be saying thank you for telling us this.
Had times,
because
especially
we didn't
my
know
past. I
this,
used to
and
be
we
really
can't
big into
figure
listening to the
out.
radio.
Most of us hate
Listen to a lot of
Yes,
Ghost,
exactly.
Coast to
And so
Coast.
all the people
Coast
that
to
were
coast.
trying to run
Yep.
defense for
Yep.
Ubisoft and
I've been on
protect
coast.
them from the chuds and everything.
Oh, that reminds me.
How?
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Coast to Coast, yeah.
Yeah.
This company having to lay off. This company will
Oh, that
probably lay
reminds me.
off
How?
10,000 people.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Coast to Coast, yeah.
Collectively, right? Or at least like restructure them in a way that's not advantageous. That's probably what's going to happen. This is going to be a massive fucking rapture at this company. And they caused this because they're too caught up in their own identity politics and their own worldview in order to see common sense. And that's what's happened. These people have totally fucking lost their minds. They're defending things that are just retarded. And they can't read graphs. They don't understand numbers. It looks like
Coast.
Ubisoft and
Coast to
Ken-
coast.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yep.
I've been on coast. Oh, that reminds me.
How?
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Coast to Coast, yeah.
Yeah. My wacky woo talk.
Ubisoft has partnered with Tencent to
Yeah, yeah.
form a new subsidiary valued at $4.3 billion
Coast,
with
yeah.
a 25% stake. So Tencent owns a quarter of this new subsidiary of Ubisoft. The subsidiary will feature key
Producer reached out to me. I gotta get back to him.
franchises like Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, aiming to develop a multi-platform game ecosystem. Anybody who's watched, you know this is the exact same thing that I said was going to happen. Like,
Coast to
I called
coast.
this
Coast to coast. Yeah.
Yep.
I've been on coast.
I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, that reminds me.
How?
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Coast to Coast, yeah.
Yeah. My wacky woo talk. Actually, producer reached out to me. I gotta get back to him.
The house be on fire.
Awesome.
Like, that's the way
Yeah,
it
they
works.
did.
So how does this
They're
happen? And I said it was even going to be by Tencent, and it was by Tencent. So here we go. The movie scene is a strategy to protect Ubisoft's valuable IPs and potential users in business.
Coffee's making me hot.
Changes in control or the eventual closure of the original Ubisoft if it encounters financial issues, with the new entity holding valuable IPs and potentially attracting top talent. So basically, they made a new
The
Ubisoft.
producer reached out to me. I gotta get back to him.
Check their stock. Okay.
Awesome. Yeah, they're on a new host now, I think, right? Because they just
George
lost.
Norrie.
The announcement
Yeah.
hasn't been made yet. So right now it's very high, and I think that we can expect to see it continue going up higher.
George Norrie.
As soon as this
Yeah.
happens, because the problem is that those are insiders. Yeah, it probably could be insider trading realistically, right? Or they heard about it earlier.
George
from,
Norrie.
Like, a French
Yeah.
news station before it
Yeah.
hit America.
And
I don't know
he's
really why.
our bell is.
So Ubisoft, and this is it. Ubisoft accelerates its transformation by laying foundation for new operating model with the creation of a subsidiary and injection of 1.16 billion of cash from selected investor Tencent.
Been talking about discernment.
Today, Ubisoft is accelerating its transformation by taking an important step in rapidly evolving its operating model with the creation of dedicated subsidiary based on
I have good news. What's that?
Been talking about.
Six brands. Following the formal competitive selection process, Tencent will invest again for 25%, backed by greater investment and boosted creator capabilities. It will drive further increases in
What is the good news, Luffy? Oh, I forgot. Luffy's Corner will be ready very soon. Woo! I can't unhear SpongeBob during that part now. I can't unhear it now. I didn't understand what you meant, and now I can't unhear it.
Yep. I've been on coast. Oh, that reminds me.
How?
Yeah,
Been on
yeah.
coast to coast, yeah.
My wacky woo talk. Actually, the producer reached out to me. I got to get back to him.
Awesome. Yeah, they're on a new host now, I think, right? Because they just
George
lost.
Norrie. Yeah.
Well,
He's Art Bell is retired, or I think Art Bell. We lost Art Bell recently, not too long ago. But yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, it's yeah, definitely one of the shows that opens our minds and imaginations. And
cool.
been talking about discernment, something that we need to have when we listen to shows like that.
It's being restructured. And China now owns 25% of it. So, that's a lot. Don't you bet? Yeah, they're going to fire everybody and then reallocate the IPs. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. They're doing this, by
Okay.
the way, and this
Well,
is
I
what's
guess
going
we'll
to happen. Everybody's getting fired. Yeah, they're getting rid of probably most of these people. Like, if you're working at Ubisoft right now, I would update my resume. Like, that's it. Because, like, you look at this, right? Ubisoft employee count. They have 23,000 employees. So, if you really think that they're going to eat, do you really think Tencent is going to keep 23,000 people on the payroll? Absolutely not. So these guys
okay.
are done.
Well, I
Like,
guess
they're
we'll
totally cooked. It's over.
my
It's
third big
finished.
topic. I wanted to
They're
talk about
totally
like
going to change this,
because
and
you've
that's
been
gonna
on
be it,
you've
man.
been in
And I think
the
it's
video
kinda
games industry,
funny
you've been in the
for me
movie
to
and
see
TV
this.
industry. You've been on both sides of the coast. A big thing that's entering now is going on with AI, and we're seeing AI threaten to leverage.
And how everything is fine. And I don't know if these people can read a graph. I don't know if they can read a graph. Like
These
anybody
huge
could have seen
advances
this
in
happen.
technology, especially
But
large
for
language
some
models,
reason, people didn't
and
want to see
they're
that
kind of
much.
threatening to
Eliminate
change
23,000 people.
everything,
I
especially
bet
for
there's a
creative
lot of
types
guys
like
in
me,
China right now that are
writer,
wondering that
journalist.
exact
You
same
kind of
thing.
there's this worry,
You know?
like someone like me will just kind
So
of get
we'll see
pushed
what
out of
happens.
picture. Recently, we
And,
had this
yeah, there it
story
is.
about.
And they can
I think
ratio
I
the
messaged
tweet.
it
Yeah,
to
they
you
can ratio
earlier.
tweets.
I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know if
Can't
you saw.
ratio
Yeah, and it
investments.
was.
Dawn. Horizon Zero Dawn.
Tencent, well, they got ratioed by China. And, wow. Ubisoft has officially sold its video game franchises and formed a new subsidiary giving Tencent 25%
Yeah, and it was.
ownership and royalties. Ubisoft did so well with Assassin's Creed Shadows, they were forced to sell.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
I told you so. I said this shit was going to happen.
I think I messaged it to you earlier on Zoom. I don't know if you saw it. Yeah, and it was.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
I said it was
Yeah, I'll just show a clip for the viewers real quick.
I didn't think it was going to be so fast.
With Aloy voice actress
This shit was really
Ashley
quick.
Birch.
God damn it! He said he wasn't gonna do this anymore.
A clip for the viewers real quick.
25% stake in Ubisoft's new gaming subsidiary.
Clip for the viewers real quick. Earlier on Zoom. I don't know.
Go full screen.
Yeah, and it was.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
That's what made it take forever to do. And when I first started this,
I think I messaged it to you earlier on Zoom. I don't know if you saw it. Yeah, and it was.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, I'll just show a clip for the viewers real quick.
The people that we just watched their like video game showcase and everybody was like pogging out about, Grinding Gear Games is owned completely by Tencent, and so is Riot. So like this whole idea that like, oh, China bad, get the fuck out of here. Like China's the only people now that are making good games. So no, I don't want to hear that at all. Are you tired of being owned by Riot?
He's not the only one I've
I'm
heard.
just tired of people that don't want to admit it. That's the only thing I'm tired of. And Ubisoft still owns partial and new subsidiaries. Yeah, of course they do. Ubisoft forming another subsidiary company. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Well,
I gotta go. Write some papers. Okay. Good luck writing them papers. Good luck. I don't know what the right word is. Have fun writing them papers. I'll see you. I'll probably be playing games when you get back. Maybe. It's hard to say. I got a lot to do. I don't think I'm gonna finish this tonight.
You know what? After playing Assassin's Creed Shadows, I'm not sure either. So anyway, or Star Wars Outlaw. So there it is. I'm not really sure how this is a bad thing. Put in effect, 19,000 employees is 1.8 billion.
Show a clip for the viewers real quick. The Deloy voice actress Ashley Birch, and she was saying that Sony had this demo. Deloy voice actress Ashley Birch, and she was saying that Sony had Deloy voice actress Ashley Birch.
Any kind of like what they care about is making a video game that people will buy. That's all they care about. Like that's it. That's the only thing that matters. They will make a video game and people will buy the video game. They don't care about AI. They don't care about diversity. They don't care about DEI. They don't care about like LGBT. They don't care about any of that stuff. All they care about is making a good game. No messaging, no bullshit, just a good game. And if you look at a lot of the other stuff
Oh shit.
ownership in, I think that this is a very, very tried and true practice. And from what I've seen, it sure seems to work. And you can't type 1989. That's another thing. You can't forget that. Anyway, let's go back over. Make all 19,000 work on Splinter Cell. Well, there's not going to be all 19,000 for very long then. And no word yet for the 19,000. Yeah, bro. It's done, bro. Yeah, everyone ready for the news cycle of Assassin's Creed Shadows? I saw this before. There it is. Okay, it didn't sell as much as we are. Give me a second. I think we're about like right here. Yeah, we're about like right here. Just so you guys understand this. This is an undisputed, categorical, catastrophic, cataclysmic chud victory. China is going to make games for chuds.
Viewers real quick. The Deloy voice actress Ashley Birch.
I'm sorry to say.
And she was saying that Sony had this demo for a Horizon Zero Dawn game, and she was made aware of it afterwards. And,
Assassin's Creed Shadows Peak was even close to
she did not feel very comfortable with what they were doing, so she spoke out. And she's not the only one I've heard that is nervous about it. So there are big changes happening.
That wasn't so bad.
I'd love to hear your insights, like how much do you think has changed? If it does change, what would be the impact? What do you think might happen in our future with all this tech?
This game was going to do well or not before it came out. Like, realistically, they
in our future with all this tech.
They probably had a projection because I mean they've got 10 years of like pre-order data and they can extrapolate from that, right? I mean, of course they can. And so the fact that they're doing this, I think is very obvious that this was planned for a while. This wasn't because of the reception of Assassin's Creed Shadows. This is because of the reception of Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, having to shut down X-Defiant, Star Wars Outlaws, and also the negative reception leading up to Assassin's Creed Shadows. That I think that even if you don't agree with any of the sentiment and you think that Assassin's Creed Shadows was still a success, you have to acknowledge that all of the controversy was a negative for the game. Like if you look at like did the controversy
so she spoke out, and she's not the only one I've heard that is nervous about it. So there are big changes happening. I'd love to hear your insights. Like how much do you think has changed? If it does change, what would be the impact? What do you think might happen in our future with all this tech?
Yeah, I mean, big changes are coming for sure. They're already here, but the more, with the advancement at the speed the technology is being developed, is something unlike we've ever seen with other technical advancements. So for sure, I think it'll be here. It is here, but it'll be developing even further and become more of a norm than than anything else that we've seen, technologically, that is. So, but at the core, and this is what I'd like to remind folks is, technology. Everybody's always been afraid of technology. This is. And this is what I'd like to remind folks is, technology. Everybody's always been afraid of technology. This is.
What's up?
This has been.
Everyone has feared tech.
Is part of our human evolution, and somehow we always manage, right? Look at the internet. When the internet came online and people were sending emails, it was this new revolutionary technology to do things that were going to be more efficient, save money, and we thought from one perspective it was going to save the world and we're all going to be, never have to work again, and from the other perspective it's demonic and we're all going to get taken over by the evil robots. And somehow we've kind of landed in the middle of that, where we are today. If we look back, in the early 90s when this technology was just starting to make its way into the masses. So I think we're in a similar situation where it's, from one perspective, it's the end of the world and we're all going to be taken over by the robots again, or it's going to solve all of our problems and we're all going to, never have to work. We're kind of looking at that with AI as what we did with the internet back in the late 90s. So my words of wisdom would be, it's probably going to land somewhere in the middle. I don't think we need to, it's not the end of the world. I think if we embrace it, again, with positive intention, we can move the direction into something that will benefit humanity. Will jobs be lost? Absolutely. Will new jobs be created? Absolutely. So this is just part of the evolution that we've always gone through with our technological advances, and we just need to balance it out and keep moving forward. But overall, as a creator, I think what it does, like the internet did for so many back in the late 90s, is give tools to a creator that only Hollywood had access to before. Unless you had a big budget, unless you had a lot of money, you couldn't create certain visual images and things. Where now, a guy in his basement can create a multi-million-dollar looking visual budgeted project. But at the end of the day, now that we've sort of been oversaturated with all of these visual this visual stimulation that's come out of Hollywood, that's rampant on the internet and our TV shows and everything else. At the end of the day, all of that doesn't mean anything unless you have good storytelling. And no matter what, even though AI is being used to write scripts and tell stories, it's still the human aspect, the human story that always prevails, that the resonator that we all connect with is the trials and tribulations of the human, of what is the human doing. And the human storytelling, even if it's about robots, Wall-E or whatnot, we still have a human story arc that's being woven through the different visual aspects. So that will never go away. And as long as we as creators recognize that and know that as long as we stay on the cutting edge of good storytelling, then we'll always have there's job security for eternity if you're a good storyteller.
But you're not concerned like for your stunt motion work or...
If you're an indie developer and your game has, let's say, 3,000 players, I would say that's a really big W. Like, you're doing great. But the problem is that when you are this massive
we are going to have to become better storytellers.
This mountain of a company around with 19,000, 23,000 employees, you can't afford to have 3,000 players.
not concerned like for your stunt motion work or.
Oh, absolutely. That's all going to go away. Yeah. I mean, the need for someone to do the stuff that I did.
One moment.
But you're not concerned like for your stunt motion work or.
Oh, absolutely. That's all going to go away. Yeah. I mean, the need for someone to do the stuff that I did that were put myself in danger or put others in danger. If you can do the same thing with the computer, why would I risk, unless it's for the joy of doing it, which that'll never go away as well. It's for the joy. If you're doing it for fun and, like you showed earlier, the Devil May Cry, wirework stuff, that was fun. And I did it for fun. And I created this, as a group, we all pushed our limits to what we could create at the end of the day. But if you're talking about a Hollywood movie and you're doing it for storytelling purposes, and there's another means to the end as far as doing it safely and visually, it's going to look better, and there's no reason to risk people's lives. I'm for sure anyone with a brain is going to choose the safer alternative, and especially if it's visually going to give the same result. So yeah, those industries are going to have to change, just as the stunt industry has adapted with CGI over the years, and it's become an integrated storytelling with what the limits of a person can do mixed with CGI elements and blending those worlds. As Devil May Cry is a video game, we were in the video game, and you can do a lot more in those worlds than you can in physical reality. But and it's still, as long as it's entertaining and those visual stories can still be told, it's just a change of the medium. So what I think is it helps us as individuals level up. We are going to have to become better storytellers.
1:40:55.
So the point that I'm making is that you've got this whole situation going on.
Helps us level up. That's going in the intro.
Again, guys, I want to emphasize this.
Storytellers.
The success of Assassin's Creed Shadows.
So if they said, if you're okay, so they're like, okay, so
in my opinion,
Ruben,
I don't think
they're making DMC6. Congratulations, this is excellent. And they say, we don't want to bring you in as many times for recording. So here's what we're going to do. We want you to read these. They give you like a few paragraphs. We're going to use this to make an AI.
And so it's a swing and a miss. Now, it probably did well.
They give you like a few paragraphs.
It's not like this is going to be a Concord. It's not like it's going to be a
We're going to use this to make it.
like massive failure game that nobody plays and buses.
We want you to read these. They give you like a few paragraphs. We're going to use this to make an AI Ruben voice, and then when you're not here, we're just going to use that guy. Would that be something that you would be comfortable with? Because that's kind of what I'm seeing where it's going.
And they had to sell a huge portion of the company in China, and they had to compromise all of their IPs and basically sell them in China. There it is. I'll go back and I'll
to say, no, you can't do that. I go.
Well, the good thing that you can keep in mind is that all of those people are probably going to
Happens.
get
So
immediately fired by
you
China,
gotta roll with the
and it's gonna
punches
be totally
and
over.
up your game,
So yeah,
or find a new game.
and what's this here? Now China's gonna make games for me, the chuds, bro.
What the fuck?
He's not wrong. Yep. And the thing is that, and I also want to talk about an element of this that is really
Excellent. And they say, we don't want to bring you in as many times for recording. So here's what we're going to do. We want you to read these. They give you like a few paragraphs. And we're going to use this to make an AI Ruben voice. And then when you're not here, we're just going to use that guy. Would that be something that you would be comfortable with? Because that's kind of what I'm seeing where it's going.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I have to be. I have to be because this is evolution. This is human evolution. To try to hold that back and to say, oh no, you know, you can't do that, would be just
141.
Yeah, they were. They were running defense for a very long
40.
time, and they were completely in the wrong.
Okay, with voice clone.
And the problem, and I think that what's disappointing about this is that a lot of these people don't understand that,
you know, the biggest ego trip ever. This is human evolution. If we don't adapt to these types, and yeah, my pay may get chopped down. I don't know, but most likely yes, because if a studio has an option to say, yeah, come in and record, you know, a handful of lines, and then out of that we're going to create everything else. If that gives the same effect that people aren't going to be able to recognize, if people recognize it and say, you know, I can tell the difference, and I'd much rather have Ruben read these lines than the computer, then absolutely, you know, that's gonna be up to the audience to decide where that goes. But the direction it's going, you're right. I do believe we will get to a point where it's going to be indistinguishable. There will be computers that are going to be able to create the level of emotion, the quality of dialogue delivery. I don't think we're quite there yet, but for certain things, you know, an audiobook or something like that, I have no doubt that that's, you know, that's just the direction things are going. So for me to fight that and to say, you know, no, you can't do that, you know, good luck. They're going to go find a replacement. They're going to find somebody that sounds like Ruben Langdon and have him record those lines, and they're going to, you know, they're going to get the job, and they're going to get, you know, that.
143.
I think probably about 100%.
If you struggle with mild hearing loss like me, now you can easily do something about it.
At least that person gets one session in the booth to read those phrases, and here I am out on the sidelines complaining to the world that this is unfair. You know, this is just a reality check. You know, the actors are gonna poo-poo it and holler at and scream at the top of their lungs. But this is a reality check, guys. This is just this is technological advancements, and this is just how this has always happened. So you gotta roll with the punches and up your game.
Well, I thought it was a 6. It was a 6. Maybe it's a 7. Maybe it's a 5 for you. If you're a big fan
Up
of
your game.
Assassin's Creed, it's either a
Or
4
find a new
or
game.
8, maybe. You know, like if you really are happy or
Probably
you're really
true.
not happy.
Probably
But I
true.
thought it was a
It's just
6.
hard, even
That's
as
my opinion. And
as a
somebody who's
news guy,
virgin
did
to the
some
series,
not
I've
exactly
never
creative
played
in
an
terms of
Assassin's Creed game before. I just
writing
came
in the same
with
sense that maybe you would do a
relatively
project. But
expectations,
you know,
or at least
I like my
as
little
much of an
thing.
open mind as
I put a little bit of creative effort in my little thing, and I thought that
I'd say it's a 6.
it's become superfluous.
You've got
It is
job
a little
security.
No,
You've
I'm
got
just
job
saying,
security. You've
right?
got your.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about video games. Oh no, I actually no, I've played Assassin's Creed before. I'm
creative
serious.
effort in my little thing, and I
But
thought
anyway,
that
my point is that this is of no surprise to anyone.
it becomes superfluous.
You've got
It is
job
a little.
security.
This is a
I thought that.
chud victory. This is also a complete I don't know actually.
You know,
I don't know what to give you like. What does
yeah.
chud mean? A chud is like a guy that complains a lot
like my little thing. I put a little bit of creative effort in my little thing, and I thought that
You've got job security. You've got job security. You've got your guests. You're having organic conversations. AI is not going to be able to take that away from you for a long time. As far as the voiceovers and video games and those types of things, yes, AI is definitely creeping in on that industry very quickly here. So, yeah. I don't think you have to worry. I would be more worried for the voice actors out there that are, trying to get their job security, so to say, and it's just like, give up, guys. Don't fight it. Yeah.
Yeah, probably true. I'm amazed. I mean,
yeah.
That's about right.
Yeah, probably true.
Well, there you go, guys. And right when yours just got drunk and ashamed of the
I'm
one night
amazed.
furry stand. Maybe that's it. But anyway, it's BlackRock pushing ESG. That's just a joke. And Ubisoft sells off all Assassin's Creed was doing was setting the
don't
sale
fight
price
it.
of the IP to the new subsidiaries co-owned by
yeah.
Tencent. Yep, there it is.
Probably true.
Ubisoft owning the chuds by falling apart
I'm amazed. I mean,
to be rescued by Tencent.
I guess two things. One is I'm amazed by the technology. Like on one hand, even when I'm a little like where do I fit in all this? It is pretty impressive what you can do. And every year, it seems like what they can pull off with AI tech, like the LLMs, for example. It's astounding. So it's like, wow, look where all this can go. The other thought is, people kind of frame you as this angry crank. At least the people on the Devil May Cry subreddit. I've never seen a subreddit hate the guy their thing is about more than that subreddit. It's kind of funny. You're not really. You're
fucking game and the AstroTurf support on my timeline when we all know Ubisoft
like, where do I fit in all this? It is pretty impressive what you can do. And every year, it seems like what they can pull off with AI tech, like the LLMs, for example. It's astounding. So it's like, wow, look where all this can go. The other thought is, people kind of frame you as this angry crank.
Okay, I didn't know that. Anyway, yeah.
At least the people on the Devil May Cry.
Anyway, so Ubisoft got bought out by Tencent regardless. Bro, this guy.
At least the people on the Devil May Cry subreddit.
Embrace thinking for yourself.
I've never seen a subreddit that hates
self-righteousness will soon lead to damnation.
The people on the Devil May Cry subreddit. I've never.
Holy shit. It's raining like crazy all of a sudden.
Oh my god, this is fucking funny. And we told you Ubisoft was cooked and they just sold off all their big merchandise. Yeah. And this is what I find to be really funny about this is that
Doesn't say it's raining. Thunderstorms. Huh. 1 moment, please hold.
Never seen a subreddit hate the guy their thing is about more than that subreddit. It's kind of funny. You're not really all that cranky, to be honest. You're pretty optimistic overall.
Hilton for the stay.
So why would I be cranky about that?
Which one's worse? Actually, I want to do a poll.
Be optimistic overall.
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm cranky, but I don't know. Everybody's got their perspective, but yeah, I think we're going in a great direction. Humanity has definitely got, the golden age is coming. So why would I be cranky about that?
It's good. That's healthy. It's good. That's healthy.
Will Tencent milk the consumers more efficiently? I didn't see this on my mods did this.
I need to be.
95%
The internet is full of.
We are at the point now where the Council of Karens has become so unpopular. People are hoping that the Chinese Communist Party comes in like
conscious about that stuff.
These people are so batshit retarded that these people are hoping, everybody's hoping now, that the Chinese Communist Party is going to come in and enact some common sense.
It's kind of funny. You're not really all that cranky, to be honest. You're pretty optimistic overall.
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm cranky, but I don't know. Everybody's got their perspective, but yeah, I think we're going in a great direction. Humanity has definitely got,
145.50.
Yes, it is. We are so cooked. Yeah, bunch of idiots in here. We hate woke shit. Well, it sure seems that way.
The golden age is coming, so why would I be cranky about that?
There you go, gentlemen.
It's good. That's healthy.
I hope Elon is watching.
He doesn't need to.
China's
the internet is full of hate and people that for so long have not had a voice. When it comes to saying this or that over specific topics, and what the internet has given power to people to give them a voice, and it's great. It's a great tool for that. But at the same time, people who who aren't responsible with their voices, who don't know ramifications of cause and effect, and how what you put out is what you get back. They're like a fire hose, just spewing out whatever the first thing comes to their mind without critically thinking or going into deep thoughts about specific subjects. So what we get in these internet circles is just a lot of nonsense, and it's unfortunate. But the best, but at the same time, if it's helping someone vent or speak their mind and get what they need to say out, and if that's some sort of therapeutic help, then by all means, do what you got to do. But at the same time, we just hope that people would do a little self-reflection and see what even on the internet. And I know the internet is not the real world, but some people do take it that way. So just know that what you put out is what you get back, and even if it's in a virtual world like the internet, having some self-discipline and critical thinking, and looking at self-reflection of what you're doing could possibly cause harm to others, and it's always good to do that. So a word to those who don't have that, but most of those people who don't have that, most people tune those people out. So it's the people that matter are a little more conscious about that stuff.
Yeah, I think people are becoming more self-conscious, because I think more people are realizing you're stuck in echo chambers. Everyone wants to make money.
I think it's great. I'm glad.
Everyone wants to make money off you, making you mad. So I think people are beginning to realize that and kind of push things away, or make some more distance between them and what they're consuming. Or maybe I'm totally naive and this is just all hope casting from me.
Well, it's better.
If you'd asked me that question, the point that I was making is that they are involved in. It's like an old god, right, or like Cthulhu. It's spreading its influence everywhere. So right
trapped in a positive echo chamber and the negative one.
Sort of matter. But anyway, so yeah, Mark Kern is man. I bet he's pretty happy.
Totally naive, and this is just all hope casting from me.
Oh
Well,
my God.
you know, it's better,
So there you go,
even if
Joe.
we are sort of
Ubisoft
trapped in our
is
own
being completely
echo chambers.
restructured.
Let's
They
create
have
some
made
good
a
echo
secondary
chambers of
company.
positivity
There will be a
and,
rapture
you know,
of
hope
games
and
people
good
in
vibes
this,
and,
in this
you know,
industry.
and having fun, you know, these types of things as opposed to the doom and gloom and all the negativity that we see on the internet. I'd much rather be trapped in a positive echo chamber than the negative one.
Hi, Luffy. You back?
I have lots of dog videos in mine.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
I like those.
Even this guy. Oh no. This was an email that was sent to people from Ubisoft. And a follow-up email. Marie
Trapped in a positive echo chamber than the negative one.
I want to follow up immediately.
Yeah, I have lots of dog videos.
Almost done here.
Yeah,
I like those.
Cat person myself, but I love.
The agreement we announced is a powerful enabler and all exciting opportunity for Ubisoft. Yes, for the people that are writing these emails, it will help us accelerate the evolution and improve how we make games with greater focus and agility. Do you know what
You seem like a cat person.
That means when you trim the fat and you can move faster.
That seems appropriate.
Yeah, you hear that word, agility? Uh-oh. Get ready. Yep, you're getting fired, exactly. Tencent's investment is a strong testament in their trust in our ability to grow Assassin's Creed. Well, it's their trust
All the
in
negativity that we see on the internet. I'd much rather be trapped in a positive echo chamber than the negative one.
Yeah, I have lots of dog videos in mine.
Yeah,
I like those.
Cat person myself, but I love the
seem like a cat person. That seems appropriate.
But I love the dog ones too.
Nice. Okay, I guess we'll start wrapping. I guess we'll start wrapping.
But if you look at this here,
nice. Okay, I guess we'll start wrapping.
And you can't have a graph like this and keep your fucking job.
I guess we'll start wrapping.
If you had a graph like this, you'd be getting a performance improvement plan, or you'd be out on your ass. You'd be done. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're getting laid. Yeah, you're probably just getting instantly laid off. You're not even getting
the negative one.
You're getting instantly
Yeah, I have lots of dog videos in mine.
Yeah, I
like those.
Cat person myself, but I love the dog.
You seem like a cat person. That seems appropriate.
But I love the dog ones too.
It only means that you're going to get fired.
I love animals.
I guess we'll start wrapping this thing up here. What's in the future? What's on? What's your current projects, Ruben? What are you hoping to be working on?
In the upcoming weeks and months, we will work hard to build the best organization possible.
Milwaukee.
Of course, this brings some uncertainty and questions. Right now, we may not have all the details.
Milwaukee.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I think that you do. Wow.
Ruben, what are you hoping to be working on?
Is McDonald's
Well,
hiring?
I've got the convention coming up
I'm sure
in
they'll find out.
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Don't hesitate to reach
I
out.
think it's
Stay
the
tuned for the
what are the
locally
dates
usual
there?
dedicated
It's
studio time to be good form studio updated and answering
should pull
questions
this
as
up
we are.
here. It is
So this
coming
was,
up
again,
very
all
soon.
Ubisoft companies in this email.
MGC
It's over. Wow.
in Milwaukee on the 5th and 6th, 4th, 5th, and 6th. It's a large gaming convention.
Yep.
And gonna have a little reunion with the Devil May Cry cast there, so that's gonna be super cool. Otherwise, I'm still producing my show, my podcast, Interview with Ed, interviewwithed.com, all one word, and continuing to just look at other projects. I'm starting to develop on alternative energies, and the continued conversation about the ETs, which is always fun. But I think we're going to get to the space where things are going to start becoming more tangible, as they are. As we're having congressional hearings, as there's talk of crash retrievals, and on if you go into those rabbit holes, the deeper discussions are now about the practical applications of some of the technologies that have been left here, and instead of using those in nefarious ways, how can we use those in positive ways? So redefining our energy paradigm and exploring those ideas are some of the projects that I'm working on now and or coming in the near future. So very exciting, always something going on, and that's why I'm have a positive outlook on the planet, because
what kind of papers did you have to write? This is, I think, the second time you've had to leave to write papers, Luffy. What kind of stuff you working on? You don't have to get into it if it's boring or you don't care to share. Just wondering, making convo.
I'm physically seeing what's on the horizon.
Do you have any interest ever in trying to do? I mean, I know as you get older, stunt work is harder. Are you interested in ever doing any of that again? At least even moonlight?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
It's an eagle.
At least even moonlight.
So it's jewelry? They're making jewelry?
Just because.
Well, tacky as fuck. I just. Oh God, what do you say?
Just because.
Let me see. What is this show?
You know what? We're getting rid of that. Mm-hmm.
So, basically, they're adding in this $80.
The physical stuff is always fun.
$120, $80, $80. Wow, bling bling. There you go, boys.
What?
And this is how they're doing. Well done. Not surprised at all. See you selling your IPs.
I know as you get older.
Hopefully, Tencent will do something worthwhile with them.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I recently went snowboarding after a long stint of taking off and getting back into the,
It's so funny for me to see this happen.
getting on a couple jumps and
Go back and I'll see if
moving around and doing some fun stuff like that. I don't know if I would want to be just a stunt man as the the job title entails.
I mean, there's a lot of
just because
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, I don't know if there's any more of this.
Oh my gosh. I left a little sliver of Pete in there, and look, just watch.
as the the job title entails, just because
we're about to get $500 skins from Ubisoft now. That's fine.
The job title entails, just because there are a lot younger, more talented, amazing folks out there in this day and age, but always willing to put on the stunt performer hat when it comes to acting, mixing in some of my martial art skills and fine-tuning those. I'm actually gotten back into training with my Aikido, which is one of the martial arts I started out with. And doing that, I'm actually going to class in about an hour. It's always something that I'm willing to put that hat back on and try. So no doubt, yeah, the physical stuff is always fun.
All right. Well, it seemed like you have a lot going on, enjoying life, living in Japan. Yep. I'm sure young Ruben, who I'm sure
in relation to Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, Assassin's Creed, and
I'm sure young Ruben, who had just moved to the place, would be pretty happy with how it's all turned out for you.
Yeah, there it is. And so it's totally sold out. And well, guys, the
where
obvious
everything
thing
is
that
going.
everybody knew
Cool.
would happen happened. Shocking, isn't it? Oh my God, who could have guessed? Who could have
Place would be
possibly guessed
pretty
that?
happy with how it's all turned out for you.
Well, there it is. Let me go back.
I think he would. I think he would. Yes, for sure. It is.
What the fuck happened to the sound?
It's crazy how much of this shit has been
always something that I'm willing to put that hat back on and try.
This is only 5 hours ago.
So no doubt, yeah, the physical stuff.
Welcome back, Luffy.
Only 5 hours ago, guys.
I think he would. I think he would.
I'm not ready to celebrate this new joint venture yet. I need to see their first game release before I believe they're heading in the right direction. Well, I just think that this is like for me, this is vindication because a lot of people were trying to gaslight me and tell me that it was normal that the company loses 80% of its value in 5 years. And so I feel very vindicated about this, to be honest with you, because I was telling people, I was like, this is not, there's no way, right? There's no way this is like, this is good. Like, nobody can say this is good. And so, but people were just totally, because they were so blinded by like their culture fixation that they were unwilling to just look at objective reality. And it's really sad to see that happen to people, but unfortunately, reality arrives all the same, and
Everything is going.
it sure seems like it's here.
I think he would. I think. I think he would. I think he would. I think he would. And for where things are going. So anybody.
It just messes up for a little bit.
I think he would. I think he would. Yes, for sure. It is. I cannot complain. I'm very blessed for all the opportunities that come my way, and I think he would. I think he would. I think. He would. I think he would. Yes, for sure. It is. I cannot complain. I'm very blessed for all the opportunities that come my way, and for where things are going. So anybody out there who tends to think that I'm a doom and gloom guy or whatever those labels are giving me, it's total opposite. I'm very excited, very grateful, and excited for where everything is going.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna wrap this up here. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch Culturescape and listen to Ruben and I in today's episode. This show wouldn't be possible without viewers like you, and of course my editor, Chris Holland. And of course my editor. Without viewers like you, and of course my editor. Without viewers like you, and of course my editor.
And so, in order to get more cash, he has to remain relevant. And by doing these antics, by making a notorious name for himself, he's getting more viewership, right? Like, he's getting more donations. So this is the most likely scenario. But I also heard like a different scenario that he just wants to get deported. Like, he wants to become such a nuisance for the authorities that they will eventually just be like, okay, you know, you're free to go. If you listen to his live streams, he mentions that the reason he is not afraid and why he thinks he won't go to jail is because, according to him, the crimes that he committed, he believes that aren't serious enough. And so he's applying American culture to South Korea and is probably surrounded by a lot of yes men and friends that are telling him what he wants to hear. And so he believes that all of the prosecutors,
Of course, my editor, Chris Hollywood, he makes me look way more competent than I actually am.
Serious enough, you get a fine, the judge will have a laugh with him, and all will be well. That's not what a lot of people are
Like you, and of course, my editor, Chris Hollywood, he makes me look way more competent than I actually am. Thank you again, Chris.
I've lost 100 Twitter followers since that photo was taken, so I want to update it, but I'm like, I'm at like 604 now. I don't know what happened to 100 of my followers.
Show wouldn't be possible with viewers like you, and of course, my editor.
You know, there was a time where I was getting followed by like a porn bot like every single day for like a year, where it would just be like a fake OnlyFans model or something along those lines. It was just like you could tell it was a bot. So Elon probably cleaned up a lot of bots. And that's why it dropped, because every other day I would get a new follower and I'm like, oh, this is obviously fake. This porn star obviously is not following me.
In this today's episode.
With 0 followers, so I think they probably cleaned up. They cleaned up Twitter a little bit.
This show wouldn't be possible without viewers like you, and of course my editor, Chris Hollywood, who makes me look way more competent than I actually am. Thank you again, Chris. And if you liked what you heard here today, be sure to subscribe to us down below on YouTube. Give us a like, and if you want to hear more about...
Oh.
Thank you again, Chris. And if you liked what you heard here today, be sure to subscribe. And if you liked what you heard here today,
Real life streamers doing chill shit. And so like they want to see that type of business less pro-evident.
Be sure to subscribe to us down below on YouTube. Give us a like, and if you want to hear more about Ed, you want to hear.
And you managed to botch the case of this guy that's internationally notorious and all eyes are on him, right? And no prosecutor wants that reputation, so like they have a vested interest in messing with him. And so like the thing that he did apparently is that he used AI in order to generate
down below on
streamer which he kissed. And because he did it on stream, which is a thing that you do in order to get money, right? So like it's considered for financial reasons. And again, in South Korea, it's pretty similar to how you would use AI in order to show that you're having sex with another woman without her consent of that type of image being uploaded, right? And so you may disagree with it, right? Like just showing a picture of you kissing someone else, right? Like if I was to generate AI with myself kissing ODYSEE or saying, I don't know, it's a Gundam.
Fuck.
I don't think I would break any rules except for maybe like terms of service, or if I would break any rules, they wouldn't be sexual in nature, right? Like it would be like slander, libel, like you're using AI to ruin the other person's reputation. Like you'd come into violation of different laws, but I'm pretty sure like it wouldn't be a sex crime. But in South Korea it is. And he's in a lot of trouble for it, right? So up until now he also pleaded guilty to other crimes, and again, like the law in South Korea and usually judges as well, like if you're already considered a criminal, then they're less lenient, right? So like because he pleaded guilty to these things, now that they're bringing the new accusation and they managed to get these things to stick, now it's going to be interpreted differently, because in most countries around the world, like if you're the first time in front of a judge and this is your first offense, they're usually more lenient, especially if you admit to the crime and you apologize and you feel sorry, right? Like most legislations around the world, I assume that even in South Korea it may be the case, they're more lenient. But in his situation, legally speaking, it's not his first offense, right?
Today, be sure to subscribe to us down below on YouTube. Give us a like, and if you want to hear more about Ed, you want to hear more about Ruben.
He's a known criminal, and he's looking at sex offenses, which, you know, maybe he has an extremely good lawyer that...
What you heard here today, be sure to subscribe to us down below on YouTube. Give us a like, and if you want to hear more about Ed, you want to hear more about Ruben, go to his show, which is called...
It's pretty much sealed. The only chance you have is for the police to
interview with
either botch the investigation or to make a mistake, and then the prosecutor looks at the file that the police gave them. They
go to his show, which is called Interview with Ed. Interview with Ed. And I think we will call that, guys. So on.
The moment the prosecutor goes like, okay, we are taking it, that's when you're in trouble.
And I think we will call that, guys. So until next time, keep geeking out.
Disruptive conduct in courtroom, tardiness, public disturbance and cultural insensitivity, with the incident in a convenience store that he went and he spilled noodle soup. Like this is why he doesn't take it serious, right? Like, okay, I spilled some soup on a table. Big fucking whoop. I was tardy for the court. Alright.
All right, I did it. I'm like 7 hours into this project, but it was a long ass interview. Hour 45 minutes. Oh, you know, that's not that bad. 30 minutes more than I normally do. I'm going to try to play Undefeated again. I tested it out and it did not crash the computer. I played it for like 30 minutes before I started my stream. So theoretically, it should... I mean, it shouldn't crash the computer. Normally, my computer doesn't crash because of being on OBS while I play a game. It happens rarely, sometimes, but hopefully it was just a fluke. Because if it ain't, the computer's going to crash. But I'll be back. If it does crash, I will be back in just a minute. Now that I have the SDD drive, my computer boots up like that right after a crash, so I won't be gone long. Holy shit. I like perfectly lined it up. Almost. Close but no cigar.
You'll help support me and my editor Chris as we create the show. I think we will call that, guys. So until next time, keep geeking out. Hey there, gang. If you are a fan of Culturescape, and I know you are, and want to get involved in supporting the show, well, now you can. By joining the Culturescape Patreon, you'll help support me and my editor Chris as we create the show and produce more quality journalism. For just $5 or $10 a month, you not only help us, but get access to our exclusive members-only Discord. You'll also get to vote on and suggest new guests for the interview. So if you are a fellow weeb and love Culturescape, then come join us today on Patreon.
What the hell is this?
So this is from one of the videos you had from DMC3.
Saw that.
Okay. Hello and welcome back to Cult.
Do you have anything else on you? Do you have any
And
more
welcome back to Cult.
Yes. Where's the other gun at? Darnell. Hey. Darnell. Do you have anything else on you? Let me see. Come on.
Culturescape.
No, just stay back, okay, please? Stay back! Hey, okay, we're making good witnesses. You're fine, ma'am. You're fine. We gotta get it. I'm taking. I know. Hey. Go ahead. Hey, you guys. Somebody get. What'd they say? I'm sorry. What'd you say?
This thing is kind of lagging.
Start getting scene tape. Let them out again. Step back. They're fine. It's fine.
Hello and welcome back to Culturescape, where we pull back the curtain on the legends who shape geek culture.
Yeah, we need a card. We need a card. Card. Keep talking to me, guys. Dave, 511. If anyone is listening at home,
You want to hear more about Ruben? Go to his show, which is called
Interview with Ed.
Interview with Ed. And I think we will call that, guys. So until next time, keep geeking out.
which way do you want to play?
Next time, keep geeking out. Hey there, gang. If you are a fan of culture...
All right, I'm going to do the intro tomorrow, but we're in good shape here. There it is. There it is. Whole interview. They interview in a lot of places. Talked about a lot of stuff. I'll finish it tomorrow. Now, as for the audience,
Am I the only one left? Is there no other human on the planet but I?
oh, okay, sorry. Let's try playing this undefeated game. Fingers crossed it does not crash the stream. Are you ready to rock? Let me know if the game's too loud. I don't know if I could turn that down. Is it good? Oh, cool, it's saved. I don't have to do the tutorial again. What is this? Bad guys. What is this?